And our speaker this afternoon is Cheryl Ann. Welcome, Cheryl.
Thank you. Thank you, Ernestina. And thank you for that beautiful healing meditation, Sylvia. Namaste.
Namaste.
The all that is in me greets the all that is in you. My talk today is about butterflies. Butterflies, beautiful, fragile, colorful creatures like fairies, only we can see butterflies. Most of us can't see fairies. And I had to Google their life cycle because I didn't know it, so thank you, Google. A butterfly has 4 stages in its life cycle. Each stage is different and also has a different goal. A butterfly becoming an adult is called metamorphosis. The life cycle process can take a month to a year. Girl butterflies, and I didn't know there were boy butterflies and girl butterflies, so that was something new. They lay their eggs on leaves. These eggs hatch and become caterpillars. And as soon as they become caterpillars and come out of their little egg, they start eating. And they eat everything in sight, and they eat and eat, and then it sheds its skin, and it eats more, and it sheds its skin, and it eats more. Just eats and eats and eats. And then it stops, and it stays still for a while, and from within, it creates its own chrysalis or cocoon. And it takes a while, and it finally covers its entire body. And then it stays still for quite a time. Again, a month to a year. This is the resting and changing stage. And then, after some hard work, the butterfly emerges. And did you know that if you help them, they die? It's something a butterfly has to do themselves. And the reason I talk about butterflies is I believe it's a metaphor for spiritual. A spiritual metaphor, thank you. Okay. I was an egg, and my mother gave birth to me, and I ate, and I ate, and I ate, and I ate. And then when I got bigger, I not only ate food, but I ate knowledge and books. I love books. I always had my head in a book or in a library. Just loved books. And then I went to school. Yes, I read books before I went to school. And then I went to high school, and then I went to college. And then something happened. I lost 3 very important people in my life. I lost my best friend that I grew up with and played in the woods. I lost my cousin. He was like my twin flame. We were of the same mind. And then I lost my mother. And I was 20. And I went in my cocoon. And I stayed there. But I didn't know what to do. So I stopped eating. And I think I weighed 92 pounds. And then I became a butterfly, and I gave birth to my daughter. And I watched her eat, and I helped her grow, and then I gave birth to my son, another egg, another reason to be a butterfly. And they ate, and they learned, and they grew. And then they reached their own stage of cocoon, and they had their teenage years. And I helped them through that too, as a butterfly. And then they emerged from their own cocoons, and they flew away. So I went back to being a caterpillar. That was the most fun stage anyways for me. All the reading and classes and spiritual centers, I went everywhere. And I took all classes online, and then it happened again. I lost 3 very important people to me. 3 very important people. And in my cocoon, They taught me how to be kind. And they taught me how to love myself. And they taught me how to be alone and how it was okay. And due to this chapel, I'm emerging from my cocoon as a butterfly now. And I wear my butterfly dress. So I'd like to leave you with Rumi, who is, oh, one more thing, thank you, Spirit. One bit of wisdom. When you're in your cocoon, the first time I went in the cocoon, I was alone. My father had remarried, so I basically had no one. And I didn't know what to do. The second time I was in my cocoon, I was older. And I surrounded myself with very select few people that could buffer that cocoon and help so that it wasn't so fragile. And they helped me, and they I wouldn't say took care of me, but they taught me how to take care of myself. So that is my bit of wisdom. If you're in a cocoon or about to be in a cocoon, or the next time you are, go to this chapel, go to classes, go to a yoga class, go where like-minded people are, people that teach you how to love yourself because they love themselves. Thank you. So I want to leave you with Rumi. Rumi has taken me through my cocoon times, and this is one of those. This being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness. Some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all. Even if they are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house, empty it of all its furniture, still treat each guest honorably. They may be clearing out you for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice. Meet them at the door, laughing, and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes, because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. Namaste.
Thank you, Cheryl.